Father Winker.
Hello. Yeah.
Hey, what are we doing?
Well, I think we wanted to talk to the people here. Hi.
Hi, everybody. We wanted to talk to you, and we wanted to wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely.
We aren't at Christmas yet, though. We're still in Advent, so we got a few days of Advent to go. And as we near the year end, and as we celebrate the coming of Christ at Christmas, we thought it would be a good time to talk about the past year and to talk about some exciting stuff, and basically just to say thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot of future for this. Just thinking about the year in the school, our parish school, which is kind of the great center of evangelization in our parish. We've done a lot to help struggling students. We've improved the use of technology, getting all sorts of Chromebooks and iPads. And we've also introduced a 3-year-old preschool and half-day options for preschool and pre-K.
Which has been quite a bit of fun to see how well received that has been. It's been pretty cool. We listened to you, and we heard that more options were wanted, and so we expanded those options, and the response has been great. So great, in fact, that we're probably going to be offering a third classroom. It seems like we're going to need a third classroom in preschool and pre-K next year, so that's an exciting thing. And we're also looking to do some exciting things with summer programs. We've had some early discussions talking about that, but with summer programs to offer kind of maybe a year-round solution, we're looking into some of that. So that's still in the very early stages. So that's a little teaser for you, maybe.
And you don't have to wait till summer to find new things going on in our parish school. We're going to be introducing science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM projects for the middle schoolers. And we've also allowed the middle schoolers the chance to study Latin after school with Sister Rosemary.
Father Winker and I are both big fans of Latin. We both took Latin in high school and in seminary. And Latin, you might say why Latin, but we say why not Latin, because Latin is the root of probably 90% of our English language. And for kids who have basic Latin skills in vocabulary, sentence structure, declensions, and stuff like that, their ability, their command of the English language is quite strong. And so we're excited to offer these workshops. The response to that also has been very strong. So it seems like a good thing. And with that said, as we look forward, I guess I would say we're really excited. Can't believe it, but due to the generosity of the tithing. We've been pushing this tithing thing pretty hard with the last, since Stewardship Weekend in September, with the last couple of months, we basically said as collections go up, tuition can go down in both our day school and PSR programs. So we are going to be lowering tuition in or rather for the 2016-17 school year. We don't know exactly how much yet, but the increased tithing is probably over $1,500 weekly. That's a huge increase, and we just want to say thank you for that, because it not only allows us to increase, or rather to decrease our tuition, but to increase the programs we can offer free of charge. You want to talk about some of that, Father Winker?
Oh, absolutely. And there's still time for additional pledges to be able to drive
Keep them coming in.
further.
Take them up,
up.
I
mean, we've done a lot for free. We've offered marriage enrichment for free. We had the ride bracelets at our parish festival for free. We had a parish mission. And these are just things we want to keep doing.
We don't want to have the collection bucket out all the time. If you continue to do what you've been doing, just since we've been doing this kind of soft sell on this, think of what we can do in the coming years with increased tithing. I mean, we're making a first kind of symbolic step to lower tuition in our day school and PSR programs, but I mean, ultimately, our big time end goal would be like it was when I was in grade school back in the day, was there was no tuition. Everything just went through the collection basket, which was awesome for you, because then all of that is tax deductible as well. I mean, that's not going to happen overnight, but it's an exciting thing to ponder and to dream about doing.
Yeah, well, and even with the lower costs today, some people can feel that the investment of a Catholic education is out of reach, but that's not true. We are continuing to be committed to provide financial aid to those who need it. And financial aid is not a gift, it's an investment that we as the Christian community make. We need Christian leaders in our world today.
Absolutely.
And so allow us to invest in you. Everybody gets subsidized by the parish because this is the work of the parish, and some people need it more than others, so allow us to invest in you. Don't be shy.
Yeah, please don't be shy, because everyone's tuition, the actual cost to educate a child is probably a good 14-15% higher than what we charge as our base tuition. So yeah, like Father Winker said, let us invest in you so that we can form disciples for the world. That's the goal. That's why we have Catholic education. Catholic education, yes, but Catholic education that is faith-based, Christian education. So it is not exclusively Catholic students in our school. We are open to students of differing faiths. I mean, you may be Methodist and you may want to go to a Catholic school. You may be Presbyterian and you may want to go to our school. You may be whatever. You may be agnostic, but you just value the principles of a virtue-based, faith-based education that forms good leaders for the world. And we're very excited to offer that. And please, like Father Winker said, don't be shy.
Yeah. And this year, not only work with school, and we've done a lot of PSR as well, we work to focus our outreach to young people, both young families and high schoolers and middle schoolers. A big example of that is, of course, our Sunday night Mass. What a great time, 4:30 in the evening, Sunday night. What a great time for families that have a lot going on, or for high schoolers who just want to sleep in. Not only that, our high school youth ministry program is kind of restarted, and is restarted with a lot of energy. Just
a big bam, a lot of gusto.
Yeah, just in the short time that we've done this, there's been 150 different teens who've come to something. And we also reach 10 different high schools regularly. We have students from 10 different high schools regularly meeting on our Sunday night meetings. And we also are bringing together our school-age community between parish school, PSR, and homeschool, and some people from outside of our community to our bi-weekly or every other week middle school program.
Not all of our kids are Catholic, and that is perfectly okay. If they want a Christ-centered, faith-based experience for fellowship, faith, and fun, and food, of course, they're welcome to come. Everyone is welcome. And then we'd be remiss if we didn't mention other things going on within our parish. There's so many other things going on. We're so grateful to all of you for the faith and fellowship that is happening here at the parish. Our prime timers, as an example, Father Winker and I went with them to the baseball game and had a great time, and the prime timers do so much for the parish, not just through their activities, but also through their being wonderful prime timers, are wonderful kind of senior statesmen of the parish who serve as great examples for our young families and our young people in their marriages and their prayer and in their faith life. So thanks to all of you for that. We have so many great events. Did we talk about the parish mission already?
We mentioned it.
Yeah, but the parish mission was awesome, and we had an awesome fellowship event that preceded that, free of charge, a great potluck. We're talking about doing some great things in the spring, like some more, hoping to form small faith groups after these marriage renewal nights that have been the kind of backbone historically of this parish, to reignite that, maybe have some bunco nights, to whatever it is. There's so many great things going on.
September missions are pretty much scheduled for the next 2 years already, so we're not going to stop providing the tools that you need to grow in your faith.
To feed you spiritually.
And talking about being fed, this year, 2016, is finally going to see the completion of the food pantry.
That's right.
building.
The exterior, as you can see, with the parking lot is done, the curbs are in, everything's done. Construction on the food pantry will be starting in January. We've had bids come in, and we are this week, Christmas week, we should be lining up a contractor to start that project in January. So 2016, we'll see the completion of the food pantry, and we're very excited about that, because of what both the St. Vincent de Paul Society and Sister Christine's Food Pantry, obviously with the food pantry, the work that is done through this parish is inspirational. Just last week, there was a couple who showed up. Their names were John and Tara. They showed up on our doorstep. They had gotten bus tickets. Someone had bought the bus tickets to get home to where they needed to get, but they had no food for the 2-day bus trip to get home. And they had no transportation to get to the bus station. So thanks to your generosity, through both the Vincent de Paul and Sister Christine's Food Pantry, we were able to provide them with food and a taxi to get to the bus station. And you would think we had given them $1 million. They were so grateful. They were both in tears. And it was an awesome experience, because all these moments where through our outreach to the homeless and those who are less fortunate, we really do meet Jesus in disguise, and all these people, we meet Christ, and it's a wonderful opportunity for us.
And we can't neglect the accomplishments that happen in our gym and at Wiles Field, our athletic teams. We had some very successful teams, but also I think a lot of kids, whether their teams won a lot or not, they were very successful in learning about the value of hard work and competitiveness
and sportsmanship.
And sportsmanship and virtues that Christ wants to instill in us. Plus, we hope that the new concession stand and bathroom should be done in time for some of the sports this year. So
that's right. It's been great to watch the athletic teams and a good Christ-centered, virtue-driven love of sports in the parish. We thank all of our coaches as well, who give so much time and effort, have really done a fine job in continuing that kind of education outside of the classroom, so to speak, on the classroom of the field, to learn about what it means to play athletics well. With that said, we'd be remiss too if we didn't mention, our Christmas Mass schedule. Christmas Eve we'll have Masses at 4:30 and 6:30 p.m. And then a midnight Mass, of course, and then 8:30 and at midnight. A midnight Mass at midnight, not 11 o'clock. And then on Christmas morning at both 8:30 and 10:30. And please invite your neighbors, invite your friends. It doesn't, invite your family. You don't have to be Catholic to come to Mass. Of course, you need to be a baptized Catholic to receive the sacraments, but we really want everyone to feel welcome.
Yeah, everybody needs to have that opportunity. We talk about keeping Christ in Christmas. Well, some people don't know Christ, and we want to bring Christ to them on Christmas.
And we view Christmas, our Christmas Masses, as a great opportunity for maybe some of those who aren't Catholic or who are of some sort of Christian faith, or maybe who are just searching. It's a great opportunity to welcome them to the sacraments and to church, and maybe they'll begin that journey to become Catholic after joining us for worship at Christmas. So we really look forward to seeing all of our flock, of course, but we hope to see lots of new faces too. We are open to all. We are one body in Christ, and we want to welcome more onto that tree here, so to speak, onto that, to graft more onto that tree here at the parish. We have a lot of people now in faith formation in the RCIA. I think we have a class of 12 people for the coming year. We're very excited about that, and we'd just like to maybe even have 2 dozen next year, or 3 dozen. It'd be wonderful to welcome those in the sacraments of initiation, to bring you into the mystical body in the Catholic Church. So with that said,
we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We hope to see you at Mass, and thanks for all you do. We are delighted to be here. We're a little tired right now, not gonna lie. It's been a busy couple of weeks, but we couldn't be happier than to be serving here as your priests, as your local shepherds, with Archbishop Carlson, of course, as our head and shepherd here in the Archdiocese, and Pope Francis as our universal head, appointed by the Holy Spirit through the conclave just a few years ago. We are so delighted to be here shepherding this flock. So thank you. Have a blessed Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.